JIDF Tales, Chapter 3, A Hopeful Tomorrow.jpg. Having recovered from the exhausting day, little Shlomo now feels ready to take on the greatest nemesis that exists on the internet, Paul. Determined to deal with the neo-scum Nazi cattle, Goyim slave sperm whiners, Shlomo takes opportunity of the lights of the morning to look for that key that he had lost after he emotionally expressed himself through slamming his fist on his desk. After half an hour, little Shlomo finally finds the dang key. It had somehow jumped into the bin, which is filled with used tissues and a photo frame. As he picks the photo frame up, little Shlomo feels triggered by the photo inside the frame. It is Miranda, the dirty Goyim that had mocked him in school for daring asking her on a date. Little Shlomo clenches his fist and swears to GD that the dirty Goyim will pay. Shlomo puts the frame back in the bin, then proceeds to finally fix his keyboard. He replaces his makeshift keyboard key with the key B. Now ready to write faster than ever, little Shlomo turns on his old trusty computer. Little Shlomo offers a prayer to the 6 trillion as the computer boots up. Being strengthened by the prayer, Shlomo feels nothing can stop him. The genocide attempt from last night has made him displace many things on his desk. His instruction letter had fallen off the desk, near the bin. Shlomo picks it up, as he needs it to counter the evil dirty neo-Nazi, cattle Goyim, Hitler-loving Holocaust-aphiliac sperm whiners of Paul. Luckily, his mouse and keyboard didn't break from the outburst of rage he expressed last day, during afternoon. With his desk now in order, it was time for Shlomo to engage his enemies, online. Cunning Shlomo knows how computers work. Indeed, he goes straight to Internet Explorer's browser history to retrieve the link to the feared image board. Little Shlomo is confused. The first thread he sees is a thread about communism. "I thought this was a board for neo-Nazis," says Shlomo as he enters the thread. There, he saw people supportive of Karl Marx and communism. Not seeing any evil anti-Semitic activity in this thread, he decides to leave it for now. Shlomo continues to look for the dissenters who express hatred for the Zionist regime of Israel. Thus little Shlomo embarked on his quest to try and correct all the neo-Nazis, Hitler-loving dirty Goyim cattle fascists on Paul. Being accustomed to the toxic and vile posts on the image board, Shlomo learns to pick up any thread that might insult the great Zionist regime of Israel. Like a swift bee, he stings every post like a lightning. Left, right, up, down. No post is left unanswered. He even manages to have the last post before the thread dies. After spending a week arguing on the image board, little Shlomo has no use for the instruction paper anymore. Indeed, it's as if he had learned every propaganda line by heart. Little Shlomo needs to report every one of his posts to the JIDF. Indeed, this is a requirement for all the electronic information operatives who work for the JIDF. The operatives are paid 5 shekels per post. This encourages them to be more supportive of the Zionist regime of Israel. Often, Shlomo would leave the radio on to listen about the great advances made by the IDF Zionist army. This gave him hope for a brighter future, where the dirty Goyim would finally be put back at their place, below the chosen people. Impressed by Shlomo's activity, the JIDF wanted to congratulate Shlomo in person. Indeed, Shlomo was the most active JIDF operative in the last week. Shlomo's unfaltering and resolute support for the Zionist regime is without comparison. Excited like a cockroach, little Shlomo couldn't wait to be rewarded the medal of the most active operative, alongside his well-earned payment. Little Shlomo feels nothing can stop him. He feels he deserved a well-earned rest, and decides to take the day off for himself. Shlomo enjoys to pleasure himself on cuckold porn. It's unclear why he does, but he enjoys it thoroughly. He knows he isn't committing any sin by doing this, as it does not involve any chosen people. Only Goyim, Therefore he can safely enjoy his time, guilt-free. Damn, these goyim are good at serving as the chosen people, says Shlomo, as he burst out in joy and sync with the movie. And thus, little Shlomo's quest was going full steam ahead, with nothing being able to stop him in his track. For now.